Okay, in the last video we talked about the minor scale. The minor scale being A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Now, we're going to go to the guitar. The one thing I want to do first is we are going to work on the A minor pentatonic scale. So the minor pentatonic in the key of A is, I guess, the appropriate way to say it. So again, we took out the sharps and flats, but we cannot forget that they are there. So this is going to help us in the future. So we still need to remember kind of the order that all of this goes in. So if we recall, it's A, then A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, and so on. It just keeps on going. So we're going to want to remember that order. So as we go through the pentatonic scale, the pentatonic penna means 5. So we know that in the minor scale, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, without any sharps or flats, we have too many notes. There's 7 there. We need 5. So we're going to take out 2 of the notes. And the 2 notes that we're going to remove are the B. We don't want the B, and we don't want the F. So now that is specific to the minor pentatonic A scale. And this, again, is one of the easiest scales to learn, to help you learn all your notes on the guitar. So let's get those notes. It's A, C. I almost wrote a B because I suck. A, C, D, E, and G. These are our only notes that we're going to use. That doesn't mean that the other notes don't exist on the guitar, but these are the notes that we are going to focus on for our minor pentatonic in the key of A. So, and there's a million other keys, there's a million other scales. This is the one I want you to start with if you plan to learn the guitar, and you'll understand why down the road. So, I drew a little guitar. I think it's very nice. You're welcome. So what we want to do is we want to figure out where each one of those notes are on the guitar. Now, I know that everyone's most likely probably doesn't even know what the strings are. So that's a really good start, is to understand that what the names of the strings are, or what they should be tuned to in a standard tune, which is E, A, D, G, B, and E. I didn't make my guitar big enough. So the open string, if you were to pluck that string without holding a finger on any fret, then you're going to get, on the top one, you're going to get an E, and the bottom one, you're going to get an E as well. This would be the E of the big fat E, and this is the very bottom string, which is the super skinny, high pitchy guy. So what we want to do is mark out where the notes are that we want to use for our A minor pentatonic, which again is the A, C, D, E, and G. This might seem daunting, but it's really not, because what we want to do is figure out where they are, and ultimately we're going to end up with a shape that comes out of it. So the string open is E, which is a note that we can use in our minor pentatonic for the A. So after the E, it goes F, F sharp, G. We want that G. G sharp, E. Or sorry, A, because I suck. After G, goes A. So that's my bad. So we're just going to focus on just the top end. This goes all the way down, and we mark every one. But we're going to start with, just because of time, we're just going to kind of focus on the head of the guitar, so you get the idea. And then you can look up, the entire scale if you want, or you can figure it out. Either way, it's fine for me. So if we go to the A, then we have the A sharp, B, which is also not in the pentatonic. Directly after the B is the C, so we're going to keep that. C sharp, D, we're going to keep the D. And we'll do this all the way down. I'm not going to read them off to you. I'm just going to mark where they all are, because what we really care about is the shape that it makes. The shape is going to help us be able to skip forward in the future. That way we can quickly know. To give an example, we know this string down here, this one, is the B, which we cannot, we don't use the B in the pentatonic, right? So all the open strings are fine because they're all within the pentatonic scale except that evil little B. So we're actually going to move that over to the C. We're going to keep the C. What I want you to kind of notice is it creates a shape. A shape is much easier. It's almost like a letter. A letter is easy to remember because it's a simple shape. And the first one we can easily depict is it uses every one of these on that 5th fret. On these ones it changes, but it makes sort of a shape like this. So if you can remember that shape, then you don't have to try to remember where every single one of the notes are, or what the notes necessarily are, but actually where they lie in for the pentatonic scale, which again makes it so much easier. So we know that this shape here, that the E is a part of the scale, and the next one that is a part of the scale is over here is the G, and then the A. And then go down to the A string. The A is a part of the pentatonic scale, the B is not, but the C is, and then the D. So that we can quickly jump through and name every one of these notes, even though we haven't walked through and figured it out, simply by knowing the shape. So if you can go online, there's plenty of apps you can go on, and it will actually show you what each one of the shapes are. Essentially, you can break them up into, I think it's 3 shapes. And then you'll know it all the way down the entire guitar. It's very simple. So hopefully you look into that, and give me feedback on if you have any questions that you need answered. Just shoot me a text, and I'll be able to answer those questions a little better.